4 great episodes. If you didn't get a chance to listen to them, I'll tell you where I started though. What do we always talk about? As part of NARI, I was the president, and I bring that up all the time, but we asked all of our members here in Atlanta, what is the biggest problem you have? And you're wondering if it was going to be how to run a better business, how to learn a little bit more about other people. No, it came down to how do I get more leads, how do I convert more opportunities, and how do I make more money? When you go look at these 4 episodes that we just had, we had Dominic Caruba talking about what is a lead. And I tell you what, when you get to that question, it gets really interesting because when you think about it, what is a lead versus a prospect versus a qualified opportunity? I've got some of my friends who are now telling me that we want to go on qualified prospects or QPs. But so what is a lead and how do you define it and how do you track that? Because that lead is going to turn into that revenue. And when that revenue turns into something else, you got to be able to work with them. And then we had Lisa Tilt talking about, and I love this name, Full Tilt Marketing, talking about communications, because for us to convert these jobs, we got to communicate, and communication is the key. And when you listen to her episode talking about how to communicate correctly, we got to tell some great stories. I love telling stories, and here I'm just trying to give you as quick update as I can on the 4 episodes that we had. Before that, we had Jerry Detweiler talking about how credit is the king for what you got to do. And I tell you, when I first started my business, having an impeccable credit score and everything being tied to that, for me to get business credit eventually was really critical. And she talks about it. It's not a very sexy topic, but there's some really interesting small things that we could all learn from with Jerry Detweiler. And lastly, we brought on an old guest of ours who was from the very beginning, 4.5 years ago, John Austinson, who talks about non-food franchises and why they're becoming those sexy businesses, even though they might be kind of boring, because AI can't take away home service companies and stuff that we do, here at the Trusted Toolbox Handyman, or striping pavements or doing pavements or pressure washing houses or pressure washing outside and doing all these different things. Finding a non-sexy business and really building on it may be the future with AI coming at us. But who knows? Keep tuning in. We love having you guys. Give me some feedback. Send it to me, Chris at the Trusted Toolbox. Tell me who else you want to get on this episodes. Love talking to these people. Alan and I are having a blast. Still doing this. Still going strong. Coming up on our 5-year anniversary. Coming up soon. Stay tuned.